Well, it's been gradually building up, but what I really noticed was when I was trying to get up off the sofa, I was struggling more and having to use this hand to take the weight off the left knee. But now, sort of when I get up, it's much easier. Whereas before, especially if I was much lower, I was getting the pain all across the knee here.
And no trauma,
No,
just gradually over time.
just gradually over time.
Over how long?
It's hard to tell how long it's come on for, but I'd really noticed it over the last probably 2 or 3 weeks, but I think it had been building up for a much longer period of time.
So this is interesting from the point of view that somebody who's aware of his body, who wants to avoid problems down the line, attack a problem early when found, early detecting, early diagnosis, and the treatment gives immediate results. We are doing two forms of therapy at the same time. We're using the Biowave to create the exact electrical stimulation which is necessary to modulate the body's pain interpretation. So basically, the body will be feeling less pain because of the Biowave. That makes it possible to start the rehab almost immediately. We then combined it with laser therapy, and the laser works on a cellular level. That's why we can do the electro biowave therapy at the same time as the laser. So the laser goes in and reduces the inflammation and helps the mitochondria to speed up healing. So two therapies at the same time because they work on separate entity of the problem. And the real big thing here is by doing this immediately when the patient gets their problem, you can then do the rehab very, very fast. And in this case, the gentleman is working with his personal trainer. We communicate with the personal trainer. This is the problem. Can you please work on this, this, and this? And it's a fantastic experience from a patient point of view because they have the care, but they go back to the trainer that they have had a trust in for a long time and do specific exercises. And as a practitioner, it's great to see the fast improvement. That's why Biowave is becoming so popular. There's a lot of football teams and other professional sports teams in the UK that is starting to use it with their players in order to get them faster into rehab. This has been going on in the US for the last 15 years or so. There's absolutely no pain involved with laser therapy. There is a small tingle from the Biowave, but apart from that, it's a completely pain-free therapy form. It's very interesting with the laser because the laser actually goes about 3.5 centimeter in to the body. So it's not only a surfacing, the laser light penetrate 3.5 centimeter into the body. And of course, that means that you can affect relatively deep structures. And that makes the recovery extremely fast. Biowave can be used at any one part of the muscular skeletal system that experience pain. It's not specific to a knee. It can be used anywhere. It's often referred to as the electrical opioids without side effects. There's absolutely no side effects to this. And in addition to the in-house Biowave, we also have a Biowave called To Go that patients with chronic pain suffering can bring home with them and use at home as and when needed. The whole idea is that somebody who has had a chronic pain problem, by telling the body there's no longer pain, you can then get into the active rehabilitation therapy, increase joint mobility, get the muscles to take over and strengthen the joint. Because most of these problems actually need an active approach, but the pain inhibits the body from doing so. The laser can be used all over the body as well, any muscle, any joint. And again, it's a very advanced therapy in the sense that it enhances the body's own healing process. So we are just stimulating the body to heal faster. And the faster the body heals, the sooner we can get started with exercises. There's no limitation as to who can use this kind of care. Like my oldest patient at the moment who's using Biowave is a lady in her mid-80s that has had a serious shoulder injury where we can't get her operated. It's too risky to operate the shoulder. So what we're doing, we're getting rid of the shoulder pain with Biowave, and then we're doing exercises. And it's incredible to see a person who otherwise would just sit there in agony with the shoulder with a high intake of painkillers actually now is off painkillers, and through rehabilitation with our rehabilitation team in the clinic is able to start doing daily activities, simple things like taking an unaided shower, being able to stir a pot herself, which are crucial things to do in order to live an independent life. By addressing a problem like this very early, from a symptomatic point of view, in a couple of weeks, all symptoms will be gone. And then it's just up to the patient to carry on those exercises to strengthen the area. And of course, what we then do, we measure that the strength is coming back. And by maintaining that addition to the gentleman's exercise regime, hopefully this never occurs again.